Duel 24, let's do this, yeah! It's Algo 193 versus ArmorMasterJoey. And in this duel, I'm using a deck that you guys haven't seen before. It is called Heart of Exodia. It focuses around the effect of Heart of the Underdog. What Heart of the Underdog does is, if you draw a normal monster during your draw phase, you can reveal that monster and draw another card. But since you're still in the draw phase, if that new card is also a normal monster, you can draw again, and again, and again, as long as it's continuously a normal monster. Now, this deck bases around Exodia, so getting all 5 pieces in your hand, and then you automatically win the duel. And so my deck is built up of 3 Heart of the Underdogs. Then it has 1 Gold Sarcophagus, just in case I don't get Heart of the Underdog out. It does add 1 extra non-normal monster, but I felt it was a little better just to add 1 in, just in case I don't get Heart of the Underdog. Because you either are lucky with this deck or you're totally not. Because if you don't draw Heart of the Underdog in like your first 3 turns, you're screwed. Because you don't really have much strategy except for, just summon a monster, just set a monster, that's it. But yeah, I didn't use the 2 Heart of the Underdogs right off the bat because I was afraid of Heavy Storm and I wanted to have a backup. But he didn't have Heavy Storm, and he even has face downs himself, so I'm like, okay, I'm just going to use 2 Heart of the Underdogs now. But yeah, I have the 3 Heart of the Underdogs, I have Gold Sarcophagus, and then the only other non-normal monster is Exodia's head, or the main body part of Exodia. All other 35 cards in my deck are all normal monsters, which either have high attack, Gene Ward Werewolf, Alexandrite Dragon, Archfiend Soldier, high defense, Skulldog Maron, Renge, Gatekeeper of Dark World, Charcoal Impachi. Then I have, I believe, 2 or 3 Frostosaurus, 1 Blue Eyes Red Dragon, and 1 Millennium Shield, but I usually don't get to tribute summoning any monsters. But I have a few of those. I had more before, but I don't ever use them. I'll probably even get rid of some of the Frostosauruses, since attacking isn't really what this deck is meant for. Yeah, here I draw 2 cards every time because both of the Heart of the Underdogs activate, but they only activate once their effects are done resolving. They can't activate within the chain because they chain to each other, then resolve separately to draw me the 2 cards. So if the first one reveals a normal monster, I can't activate both again to continue drawing, because the second one still has to resolve in the chain. But the second one just drew me Exodia, an effect monster. And that one, well, it's not a normal monster, I can't continue drawing. But I currently have 3 Exodia pieces, I believe, so here I just place a defense and discard lots of cards to the graveyard. And here I know I'm set. If I get into next turn with at least 1 of my Heart on the Underdog still on the field, I will have won the duel. Because all of my non-normal monsters are already, well, not in the deck anymore. I have 2 Heart of the Underdogs on the field, 1 banished, and Gold Sarcophagus is in the graveyard, and Exodia's head is in my hand. I have 4 spells and 1 effect monster in my deck. The rest are all normal monsters, so as long as I keep at least 1 Heart of the Underdog, I'm safe. I don't have to worry about anything. So I just discard loads of cards. He now knows that it's an Exodia. I say possibly, but he knows it. What he didn't realize yet is that these were all of my non-normal monsters, so he thinks, maybe if I get rid of 1 of the Heart of the Underdogs. But, sorry, nope. I just have 5 non-normals, that's it. See, if I would have let him continue on for a couple of turns, 2 or 3, if I wouldn't have drawn Heart of the Underdog at the start, then he would have won. Because the opponent can use combos with spells and with traps, and can do swarming, it can do synchros and exceeds and fusions and rituals and whatever. I don't have that. I just have normal monsters and Heart of the Underdog to draw lots of cards. So this deck is luck based. Just your first 7 cards really need to include a Heart of the Underdog. Preferably 2, because then if you draw into another Heart of the Underdog, that might be good. But if you draw into like Exodia's head, that's not really what you want, really. Because that stops. Even though you still get an Exodia piece, you want the head last. Like the perfect hand to start with would be 3 Heart of the Underdogs, Gold Sarcophagus, and Exodia's head. That would be a perfect start. Because then you already have all 5 of your normal monsters outside. Now here I have all 5 Exodia pieces, so it's time. I've gathered all 5 special cards. All 5 pieces of the puzzle. Exodia, obliterate! Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. And that was the duel. ArmorMasterJoey, thank you for dueling me. This was Duel 24 with my Heart of Exodia deck. I will see you guys later.